enjoy most about being a beach volleyball player?
I think I like the adventure, and I like to, like, in one side you are alone with yourself, and you have to understand how and who you are to play beach volleyball, and improve your behavior and your way of thinking. This is my favorite part, and also the team part with my partner. Especially now we have coaches, so it's kind of different. But this is my favorite part. Yes, the human and personal management.
Okay, perfect. Do you think it is very important to have like a partner that you get along with and that you like fight with, or you could play with anyone?
I don't know how you can play with someone that you don't love really, and that you don't spend time after the course. For me, it's so important, and I want to fight for the person I have with me. So I think it's no, I cannot be another way to love my partner.
What do you love most about the partner that you have now?
Alors, I think the best part is that I love the way that she questions herself, and the way that she wants to be better every day. And I see her vulnerability and the way that she fights for her dreams, and I recognize myself in that. So I think that this is the thing that we share together, and that's why we love to play each other, I think.
So what is your current dream together to reach?
I think our current dream is to perform in Olympic Games. I think, we were in Paris, so it was something really big at home, but I think it was a bit early for us, and so we want to get a medal and express our best beach volleyball, and we want to see where we can go, our maximum, our best beach volleyball, and this is the fire that we have every day, and that we try to work on.
I think my partner, like, she made it as a joke, she didn't want me to ask this question, but because you said you thought it was early, she was like, ask them if they feel like you deserved it, because it wasn't
a good question.
So, that you said it's like too early for you, what do you mean by that?
Because I think that Clemence and I, we were working very hard, and we were a bit immature. I don't know if you say this in English.
Immature, yeah.
So, I really feel deeply that we deserve to be in Paris. I don't have trouble with that, but I'm just really aware that it was a bit early for our team, so we were not able to perform, but we were able to take the experience fully.
So, in Olympics, what was it like? How was it so different from any other tournament for you?
First of all, we don't play in France, so we are not used to play with our crowd, so it's something special. We play only in when we can, so we play 2 times, 2 years in the championship final for France, national championship, but there is only a few of our families, and that's it. So yeah, it was something big to have a crowd for us, because we already play with the crowd, but it was not at home, so it was different energy, and so this is it was special. Yeah. After, it's also, we were conscious that playing Olympic Games at home is rare. It's something precious, so we wanted to feel it, and I think we did what we can, and we expressed the full potential that we had at that moment. So it was good for us.
How did it change your life? Like, did you take something from it that like changed your game after the Olympic Games?
I think that our pathway was more clear. We knew exactly where we want to go, and before it was like we wanted to go there, but we didn't have the clear picture, and because we didn't play so much with the top teams. So here in the Olympics we saw the top teams and the crowd and how we need to manage pressure, how we need to manage media also, and what we need to have the gold medal, and we saw that clearly. So I think it's our objective was more sharp after this event. So I think this is the way it changed our lives, because everybody said that they said that if you go to Olympic Games, then you succeed, then it's okay, you have it, everything's changed. No, it's not true. It's not really true. I mean, we had some communication around us, but everything is going down really fast. So I think nothing's changed. Our lives didn't change, but our mindset changed at that moment, I think. So yeah, it was amazing.
Did you have so many more like interviews or like photo shoots after? No,
not so much. Before a bit, and we were in the perfect place because we were the underdog. So maybe it was more for the other French teams, and we were in the perfect place, like just watching, just trying our best, and so yeah, we didn't fight with all the medias and everything. It was quite okay.
Yeah. How is your schedule now? Like, are you busy during the day with like interviews or?
No, it's not about interviews, but it's more about personal project that we want to, because Clemence and I are also really in the same line of trying to develop our team, we need to find sponsors to be more independent and not
reliant. Yeah.
Exactly. So this is one big point. This is also the point that we need to work on communication ourselves. So we have a lot of things for social medias, and also for trying to show us in order to develop our sport in France, because we want to that people understand that beach volleyball it's good, and we want more people in France to play beach volleyball. So this is what takes time, some projects in the side of the courts. But I think we will always try to create projects because it's so fun, and that we need something else that the courts, that beach volleyball, and work around this is really
Is there anything you want to like add or expand like the sport in, or stand for? Because I think some players, let's say, stand for no betting or no energy drinks, or someone like Melissa is standing for saving the world, with nature and stuff. So
yeah, for sure we choose our message and our partners. We try to have people who share the same values as us, but we didn't stand for something bigger. I think we need to work on it. But our actions is more for the youth. We try to help the youth to first for the girls that they stop sport really early. There is a terrible numbers that the girls, when they arrive in teenagers, they stop sport. So I think this is one thing that we want to fight for, and also more about we as a team, Clemence and I, had a lot of trouble for mental health and also for understand the way of see the, my God, how you say success and
like not loss, but
yeah, you know.
yeah. I know. I mean,
know.
I think they will know.
We want to share with the youth what we understand from failure.
Failing, yeah.
Failure, yeah. And I think this is something big because it's important in sport, first of all, and it's important in life also. And Clemence and I are working with a mental preparation a lot of in this way, and we want that a lot of people that can understand that and maybe can change the way of living their life with understanding that. So we try to share that kind of thing. And we had some trouble also because where we were in big trouble because we didn't have money and we lose a lot of games and we lost confidence and we didn't understand how be better and how to win. We always listen athletes who share success stories, and
Yes.
we didn't recognize ourselves. We're like, yeah, but we don't have a father who manages. We don't have the good mentality. First, in France, it's really hard to deal with the judgment. I think everywhere, but in France, it's
I can imagine.
special.
Yeah.
And anyway, we have a lot of things where we have to fight, and we didn't find somebody who show his or her vulnerability. And I think when we understand that it's okay to fail, it's okay to show your weakness, and it's brave to face it.
Yeah.
And then we were like, okay, we need to communicate that way. We need to show the youth that it's okay to fail, and we just need to understand and work through. And yeah.
So how do you deal with your lost games or tough moments?
First of all, we do actually a big work with our mental coach. It helped a lot, and it's a lot of time in communication with my partner. And I mean, always we say that we are so lucky to play as a team because sometimes I look the tennis player like they live all what we live, but alone. Like I don't understand how they do it. So I think it's sitting there and talk with your partner and find the braveness to fight it and to understand what we need to going through this trouble, this loss, I don't know what, and if we don't have the solution, then we need to find somebody who can help us, and so we can talk with other athletes, mental coach. We try to understand who can help us in that way. So yeah, sometimes
it's amazing. Yeah, it's so nice. Like as I said after the practice, to me and to us, and I think to everyone that is coming up to like a higher level and they were never there, or as you said, like have never played against like high level players. It seems like that world is very intimidating and everyone is so like closed off, but hearing all your stories and like you fighting for like the rights and the mental health of failure is very inspirational.
Yeah, I understand what you said about the top team seems
closed off.
Yeah. But I think this is actually what you do is so important because we need as athletes to understand our environment, and so we need to ask, we need to share, and I think it's so important for the development of our sport also. And sometimes it's hard to do with the sport, the athletes in our sports, because there is the reality of the game and everything. So I understand that sometimes it's hard, but I think we have it's easier to ask for other sports, for example. I mean, in tennis, for example, they live kind of same situations. And there is a lot of sports who can help us. And Clemens and I have a lot of friends in different sports, and we share a lot, and we help each other like this also. Yeah.
That's really nice. Yeah, I think there are a lot of sports like tennis that have so much media around this, like Netflix shows and interviews, and I love watching them, and I love knowing the people, but we have nothing about our like community, which I would love to know, you know, like it's not even like the mentality, but like small details, like who they are behind the court. Are they friendly? Are they mean? Like everything like that.
So interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you
in
have...
USA they do that. In USA they have this kind of communication.
That's
I think
true.
they're the best for that. And we need to find our way in Europe for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I hope that doing this will benefit some people, but at least it will benefit me in being more brave and, you know, like asking people, because I think like I used to be an extrovert as a kid. Like I used to come up to people and everything, but at some point I just closed off and was like really shy. So I think it's like breaking my walls.
This is hard. Yes. I'm the same as you. I don't feel so confident, and it's hard to talk to people, especially because my English is not good. Sometimes I'm like trying to have information, to ask questions, but I'm so no, I messed up, and it's so bad. I think we need to try and need to open ourselves, and it's better for everybody, I think.
So what are you trying to work on now? Like in the court or off the court?
In the court, I think we have big things to work, because last season we start to do big results that we never did before. So we understand that, okay, we have the ability to do some things. I mean, we knew, but now we need to deal with the expectations. And this is the worst part. This is the hardest part, because you need to always focus your mind of what's going on right now. Like not trying to project too much yourself, and to think about the results, and to be always in the develop mode. Like, don't think that you arrive anywhere, and don't try to live again the same thing, because every tournament, every matches, every point is different, and this is just the ability to adapt. And this is so hard.
Yes.
Because even if you know the way, your mind is saying, no, but you should win that. Oh, now I should lose that. You should win that. No, you have to be focused on your way, and to it's so hard. It's the work every day, I think. And I think the same for the top teams. I think for everybody's that. So I want to ask you a question now.
Yeah, of course.
What are you working for now? Also?
Oh, so many things. I just recently, like 2 sessions ago, got mental coach as well. Our federation offered me to have like few lessons to like check out if I like it.
Okay.
And I talked about many things. I think I love solving my psychological like issues that I have, and I think it's almost like addiction. You know, like I'm addicted to solving it, which sometimes it's not good, because it affects my confidence, because if I always have to solve something, it means I'm not enough, you know. So I think now I'm working on I like to take on a lot of things for myself. So I like to do all the ticket bookings, all the hotel bookings, all the documents, everything. I do it. And I do it for my partner, for my family, for everyone. And then at some point, when it becomes too much for me, I get angry at people. I'm like, they don't know how to do this. How are they not knowing? And it's the same in the court. You know, I try to ace, I try to defend, I try to attack. If my partner cannot attack, it's my job to attack from second and make a point. It's all my work.
So interesting. Yeah. Continue.
Yeah, and then so when I get overwhelmed and, for example, I start playing worse, I don't make a point, I don't get a good result, I get angry at my partner. I'm like, how can she not do it? And then I get even angrier at myself that I'm angry at my partner, because this is what I took on. She didn't force me to take on this mission, but I made my mission to win for our team, and now I'm angry at someone. And then it's the whole process. But I guess my mental coach is helping me with understanding that if I took on all this thing, it's my responsibility and I shouldn't be angry. And if I don't want to be angry at the end, I should allow my partner or my family to do these things and be patient. It's the same as like growing a kid. If you do your kids' homework for them, they will never learn it, and you might have a free evening for yourself, to drink wine or something, but then your kid doesn't know how to do things. So this is one situation. Another situation is, for example, to cook for him. Then maybe he will feel loved because you cooked for him, but it doesn't make you angry, not because he doesn't know how to cook, but because you love him and you care for him. So I guess my lesson is that if you take on something, do it with love instead of like, I'm doing this because you cannot do it. So
yeah, with no expectation, actually. Yeah, this is it. But I had this kind of trouble with, I wanted to control everything, and that if I don't succeed to control, I get crazy.
Yeah.
So I understand you a bit, but I think this is so hard in betrayal to understand, to not lose time with what you cannot control, and to focus only on what you can control. And this is so hard also. So yeah, congratulations for what you understand. And I think that the first thing is to understand and practice with that. And sometimes it's hard to face it every day because it's not magic. It takes time to, I think, going through trouble. And yeah, this is what you're sharing is so brave, I think, and I'm sure you will.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, I mean, as I said, I'm addicted to relearning my habits, so I should fix it, and then I find new ones.
Yeah, always. Don't worry, we always have new ones.
So how do you deal with this expectation of you are getting better, you got great results, and I think it was on a very much smaller sense. We had the same last season because every season is better for us, and last season we had such great few tournaments, and then in the last tournament we went to futures. After 2 elites we went to futures, and we had double the points that most of the teams had, and we came with this expectation that we have to win the tournament, be the best, and there's no second place. We cannot do it. And it was so hard. The whole week was so difficult because we had this expectation, and we did it, but it still was horrible. So how do you deal with it, because you have such a high jump to make?
Yeah, no, it's so hard, and I don't succeed actually. But sometimes I have moments that I'm better with that, because I try to understand that people who have expectation versus people who don't have expectation, the people with no expectation, we have advantage. So first, understand that if you behave like you should win or you have to, whatever, it's not working. I mean, I think maybe it can work for people, but I understood that it's not for me. So this is the first point. And then I try to focus only on the process. And if and understand that my mind will always tell me that I should win, that I cannot lose, blah, blah, but I understand that it's the normal process that it's coming in my mind, and I just have to switch. And every time, like, don't get angry with that thoughts, and just put it in the right way. And I finally earn a lot of time with understanding that I lose time also because I get angry with that thoughts, and that's, but it's human, I think. And I think this is the word of Djokovic, who said that I lose focus a lot, but I just take less time to
faster.
To refocus. And I think this is the same thing for every thought. And having expectation, it's focus trouble. So just need to refocus. And sometimes it's easier than others. And I think this is experience and work, training that maybe it's getting easier, but I'm definitely not in that moment. It's not easy, and I don't succeed. So.
But it's always like this, you know. I talked with Tina Graudina, and she said our goal is not to reach a medal or like to win Olympics or something. Our goal is to be high consistently. You know, it's not like up and down, but to rise that, I don't know, to rise that bar a bit higher, you know, and each time to get it higher and consistent. And I think that's a really nice point.
Yeah. Really good. Yeah. They are amazing for that. And finally, they're always winning the good time with it. It's crazy. Like, they're here all the year, and when they need to come up, they win at the good moments, and it's so impressive. I love this team, and it's so inspiring.
I love how every team is so different, and I'm interested, what do you think makes you different from everyone as a team and as a person?
Oh my God, it's a good question. I don't know it all. I think first of all, there is a culture things, and we can see the teams with more or less emotions, and I think our teams have a lot of emotions. And for a while, I was thinking that it's not good for high level, and that we need to avoid those emotions and hide it. And I think it's part of our identity, and that we need to express them and manage them for help us, not for avoiding. So it's I think this is one point.
To be honest, I wanted to say, like, I was just talking an hour ago with my partner that I saw your team playing the first time in Turkey Challenger. It was maybe 5 years ago or so, and you were playing against Victoria. Yes, and I definitely remember you as such a passionate team, and it was so nice to see, because I love seeing people scream with the whole emotion, like Patricia as well. I always say that it feels like she will bite your head off. I love that, you know, and it's the passion, and it makes the game, and I think the fans live for the passion.
Yeah, I think it's good for our sport too. And I love players with no emotions also, because it's kind of magic. Like, you don't understand how they manage everything, and that they don't show nothing, and it's good also. But for sure, I cannot play like this. And there is top teams who play with these emotions, and I think it's really good for entertainment, and to see the heart on the courts. For me, it's important. So
I think for me, it's like every time it's very different. Like one day I'm like screaming, one day I'm calm. Like even Ronya sent me this video of us playing against Tillman, and there was this point where I think Müller hit at me to defense, and I just lasered it to the line. And I didn't scream or anything. I was just like this. And Ronnie is like, what? What? You should scream. You should be like, rah. You know? I was like, yeah. Next time.
But sometimes silence can be,
It can be powerful.
Yeah, it can be really powerful sometimes.
Yeah, so it depends in which mood I wake up, you know. Sometimes I'm quiet, sometimes I'm like screaming, and
but it's good to surf on your emotions also.
Yeah.
If you are calm, like can take you to your advantage also, and emotions can, it's always about manage what you have in the moment. It's good that you succeed to be.
Is there a match that you remember from like either your whole career or your season that was so impactful or emotional or like changed something in you?
One match is hard.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be the one, just like 1 out of 10, 50.
I think that this is the one game. I mean, it's not an important game, but this is
It doesn't
the game.
matter.
Yeah, this is the game that I understand that I can make it, and it was against Kaiser Maple.
Okay.
I was kind of new team with my old partner, and we were in tiebreak 14-13 for us. I was in serve, and I was going the process, and I'm in serving for a match ball, and the thoughts come in my mind, like, so what? I can win against Kaiser Maple. For me, was my like they are two great players. Like I look at all the games, and they are so I love them, and for me they are one of the best teams of the world, and I'm like so I can do this. Of course, I put my serve on the out like very far, and we lost the game. And after that game, I understand a lot of things about my confidence and what I can do, how I can do it, and that I need to believe more in me, actually, in my game, and what I can achieve. So, and this is important because this is the first game of my career that I feel that way. So I remember it. It was a long time ago, but it's still in my mind, and it's had me a lot.
Yeah, I love those games. I think there is, at least for me, it's like one match of the season that changes everything for you. And I think this season or last season, we had, at least I had 2 or 3 games that to me were like life-changing.
Nice.
And I think that game against Müller-Tillman that I was like so calm, we didn't expect to do good. We expected to be demolished because maybe a month ago I practiced with Sofia Gonzalez, with her as a partner in Tenerife against Müller-Tillman, and it was horrible. They smashed us, and my dad was laughing off the court.
Oh, no.
He was like, "Oh my god, so funny." So I knew what I was expecting, you know. And we passed our first qualification of elite, and then we played against Müller-Tillman 2-1, and we lost, of course. But for us, it was life-changing. Like understanding that I do not know how to hit, like receive not ideally, set not ideally, like my serve is not where it should be. Having so many technical or physical disadvantages against this kind of team, and we still managed to play 2-1. It was life-changing. Yes. And like I could believe that if I change things, you know, like improve my technique, improve my physical abilities, we can do something more, which was
Yeah,
crazy.
it's a feeling.
Yes.
Yeah.
I loved it. And how was it for you in European Championship? You won second place, and did you go in with a certain goal, or did you play game after game?
Actually, we did a big mental preparation for that, because the European Championship of the year before was terrible, and we were like really, really sad about that. And it was just after the Olympic Games, so emotionally we were like floating. We didn't understand who we were, like we were lost. And we go directly to European Championship, and we lost in pool with the three teams equality. And for Russian points, I don't know what's happened. Yeah, it was terrible, really terrible, and we were so sad. And and actually, we were scared to go to European Championship, because we had these thoughts about the year before. We understood that it's not the same situation, but yeah, it was hard, and I never succeed to play good in a European Championship. So yeah, we faced it with our mental coach, and we tried to change the images, and to see something more joyful and more fun and more an opportunity to trying to grow. And we were focusing on game by game, no objective of results, except that the federation wanted from us to do a quarterfinal. It was a federation goal, so we need to take it, but to put it after in the good place in our minds, and to be like this as a team, to trying to deal with the
Pressure.
Yeah, our environment for the European Championship was amazing. We had our physiotherapist, mental coach, two coaches. We were like in a bubble of good energy, and our families also. And I think we were just like trying to improve our game with playing whoever we have in the pathway. So yeah, it was, we were really focused on the moments and no expectation and game by game. And it was more like the others who's talking to us like, hey, but you're in quarterfinal. Oh yeah, but yeah, it's good maybe for you, but we don't talk about it, and we just play game by game. And we're trying to not just the opponent also, because we had to play against big teams, and we are trying to let them in the good place, like not put them so much over us, and to not compare ourselves with them, and just focus on our team actually. And it works, and we went to the final like this. It was crazy. Yeah, really crazy. It was good.
Yeah.
And I think Olympic Games help us for that tournament.
Of course.
To manage with pressure and with expectation of the others also. It was the same, because in the Olympic Games, everybody said that, oh, if you go to Olympic Games, then you should win a medal. I was like, okay, it's your goal, maybe. I don't know what you expect from us, but I think we are not in this kind of thinking, and we were trying to play game by games, and it was exactly the same for European Championships. Federation was like, you should go to the quarterfinals to have money and maybe have some celebration for I don't know what. And we were like, okay, it's good, and we think that we can maybe go there, so it's good, and we do our best, but we focus game by game, and it's happened like this. So it was very.
It's amazing. Yeah. I think it's really difficult not to put pressure on yourself, because I think even even as you said before, like having to deal with your own thoughts every time is so different. Like it's not like every time you have the same thought process. And I think I'm nervous every match and every tournament we go to, like even now it's Elite 16 qualification, everything, and I'm nervous again.
Of
And
course, me too.
you know,
it's so hard.
Yeah. And
Qualification is hard. It's the first tournament of the season.
Yes.
There's lots of things. So yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's very difficult, and each time you have to find thoughts that help you. And I think mine for now is that I love being here. Even if we lose, I love it. It's nice food, nice practices, nice weather. And I know that even if I lose, I will still continue doing this. And I love it. And my inspiration are the older players, you know. My partner is 41.
What?
Yes. Yes. Every time, like someone asks,
No
like,
way.
how old is she? I'm like 41. They're like, no, 32 max. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. She is.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. So she's my inspiration. Like Talita or someone, you know, that they play at the highest level at this age and still play with the young players that are also smart, physical, and everything. So I think I still have 15, 20 years. You know, if not this tournament, next one.
Yeah.
If not next one, in 10 years. You know?
I think we need to just understand that if we put everything in our side and we try our best, no matter the result, you will grow in the process. So I think this is something important to know how to lose sometimes. Yeah. And there's a lot of athletes who said that no, there is one way. You cannot think about lose, and you only plan a win. And it's true that you are not playing for lose for sure, but you have to understand that you don't control everything, and that you lose time, energy, and to focus on things that you cannot control. And so let's play on the process, do your best, control your behavior, and then we'll see what's happened. And this is my way of thinking right now, and sometimes help me. Yeah.
Who are you behind the court? Like not as an athlete.
As a person, who am I? I think that I'm a girl who like to play, for sure.
So competitive?
Yes, I'm competitive. I love to laugh. I like sharing things with people. I like also going with my family, and I think that I like responsibilities, but I'm a child. I forget everything. I lose everything. Like sometimes it's so hard for me to be at the time in the appointment. Also, I'm always late. I'm a mess. I'm a big mess. But yeah, I deal with this, and I think that people understand who I am. They kind of succeed too. But sometimes it's hard. But it's so strange the way that I take responsibilities, but in other hands, I'm a child. Like I act like it. So yes.
Do you think you're adult in the court, or
no?
Are you a child?
I'm a child also. But I think I love so much the game, and I'm so competitive that I like to take everything in my head and in my hands, and go for it, and working to be brave. I think this is the beautiful thing in our sport.
Yeah,
is to deal with and to face the pressure and be brave, and it's so cool. And when you love your partner and you do it together, I think it's the best feeling of the world.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And you say you're extra.
So now I did the test, and I'm definitely introverted at the moment.
Do you think it can change during life?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course, because I never was that competitive. I didn't know, as you said, like all players are about like win, and they don't know how to lose. I think I was the opposite. I lose. I don't know how to win.
Okay.
And for me, like, it was learning that you need to be competitive, need to want to win. It's such a hard concept, I guess, like that someone has a hard time with wanting to win. But I didn't know how to do it. And like, I learned it. So for me, it was so life changing. So I think, yes, everything can be changed. I think as long as you know how to want it and know how to reach it, you can do anything. Because we used to practice, and my dad said, "You don't want this." And I was like, I do want this. He was like, "You don't know how to want this." And I didn't understand it until I reached the point where I knew how I want this. So like, I know how to spend my free time, how to spend my, I don't know, practices, how to keep the attention on the coach. You know, a lot of things changed and all came into knowing how to want, which I don't know if I say it correctly, but
you were the kind of player who loved to practice.
yes, I still am. I love to practice, but I think I said it a million times, but I love the mental game. You know, I love building tactics and everything, and that play requires perfect techniques. You know, and for me, it was hard to experience that kind of tactical and mind game until I don't have the techniques. So now that the techniques are getting better, I get to experience that game, and I love competitions because of that, because I know that I will get a team to play the mind games. And also my dad always said that I am someone that is that can play against good players, because I don't understand, I don't want to say stupid players. Like, I don't understand players that do not think, you know, they just do. I understand people that are like very tactical and are like, okay, if you hit there, I hit there, like whatever. I love to play that game. So yeah, I'm better with better players than the worst ones.
I get it. I think that in one point everybody is like this.
Yeah, maybe.
It's so hard, yes, and so interesting. And I completely didn't see that game before. I was spending time of work physically and technically, but I didn't understand it's all the mental game also. And I understand this when the Brazilian coach arrived in France, and they tried to teach us to make us understand what's this sport. Like, I don't understand. I hit out the ball and nothing happened. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then we went to a training camp in here actually in João Pessoa. No, in Fortaleza first. And I was like, okay, I see now. I see how the players is always playing tactics. And mental game, as you said, is so interesting. Yes. And I lose so much time to not understand that. Yeah.
And I think it takes time to get used to playing that kind of game. It's not easy. And I think Brazilians and Americans are so advanced in this compared to everyone else, which we can learn from them. But
exactly, they don't care about the techniques. They want to.
But I love that. I mean, they're so good. Their feeling of the ball and the game is crazy. Do you think you have to sacrifice a lot to enjoy this sport?
There is two moments. There is the first part of my career that I sacrificed a lot because I was so mad and so sad and so unhappy to lose, and I was really like destroyed after each game I lose and going deeper down. So it was so hard, and I think that at that moment I sacrificed a lot because I didn't find the way to enjoy the process, and I was far from my family. I was emotionally really suffering. So I think at that moment, I sacrificed, and I was really alone and wanted to be alone in that kind of thing, because I thought that this is the way to be better, is to kill yourself and trying to survive. And then I changed my way of training, of thinking, and of understand the way that I want to live my life after the race Olympic Games of Tokyo, because my world stopped after that when we lose with my old partner. When we lose the race of Tokyo, I was like, I cannot survive from that. Like, I give everything and it's not enough, and I thought that I will never survive. And I said, okay, so now, first of all, I need to change partner, because my old partner stopped after that. And Clemence was young and never played in the senior secrets. So I was thinking that if I go in a new project, first I cannot do the same thing. So I need to change my mind. And second, I don't want to put that pressure and that way of thinking to Clemence, which is a new hopey girl, and I want that she loves to play with me and she loves the game. So since I'm working with Clemence and that everything's changed, I have no sacrifice at all, because everything is a choice, and I don't suffer for that, because I enjoy the way of working with her. So now I can say that there is no more sacrifice. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. Yeah, I came from far. And you? What about you?
It never felt like sacrifice. I think for me, I hated doing this.
Okay.
I didn't like volleyball. Like, I enjoyed practices, yes, but the whole competition part I didn't like. And I was in this sport because of my family. So it always felt like I had to be there. And also, I didn't enjoy going out, partying, or doing anything that would jeopardize the sports. Even if I was invited to birthdays, I was like, no, it's practice time, like I can go later. But it always felt like I had to do things the right way, like follow the rules. So if I had a practice, I cannot cancel it. And it was just my mentality. And at some point, like, I changed a lot of my thoughts about how I was thinking about myself, about sports, about everything. And then when slowly I started falling in love with the sport, it stopped being even more, like I want to do this, and I want to toss out everything just to do this. Nothing matters now, just this, and I've heard, like, I talked today with my dad that another player, Ieva Dumbauskaitė from Lithuania, we were talking that she started playing better, and she said that she started playing better because she understood that losing doesn't mean that her life is ruined, And for me, it was kind of the opposite. Understanding that volleyball is so important to me makes the loss easier, because I'm not gonna stop. If I lose everything, I'm not gonna stop. I'm just gonna work harder. So it doesn't feel like sacrifice. I feel like I get to live everyone's dream. I travel, I eat the best food, I talk with amazing people, I learn so much. So I love this journey.
Yeah, we need to continue that way.
Yeah. Well, thanks for doing this. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you. Yeah.
Maybe
so
we can do it someday again, and maybe you can share some more ideas that you work through.
Sure, I will tell you what I'm looking for.